What can you already tell is different about the defense this year compared to last year?
I think just, I've said it before, but the starting point, like I feel like we're, the standard is high right now. If the catch is completed, we all feel a certain way. And the energy and the juice, the togetherness is at a premium right now.
How have you seen the progress of Nick Emmanwori so far here this first week of camp? Could see the pick six yesterday. Seems like he's flashing more by day here.
Yeah, I think he has the ability to flash, and it's just continue to grind, continue to build. I think he's been incredibly humble in this process so far. He's been a great rookie in our room, and he's just learning how to be a pro. And so we're going to keep throwing a lot at him because we're going to need him out there this year. But so far as he's making plays, he's doing a great job.
Just about anyone on offense, we ask about the offense this year. They talk about running the ball, and Trey's able to say, that's what we're going to hang our hat on. As someone practicing against that offense, can you sense that difference in approach?
Yeah, it's a, they're trying to set a standard of how they want to operate, and you can see it. It's evident. They're trying to, get off the ball. The receivers are trying to block, tight ends trying to block. And so it's exciting to see. Just, it's trying to develop an identity with, a lot of new pieces. And so it's exciting to go against them. It's exciting to get new, fresh looks every day. And on defense, we're still trying to get after them. So it's fun to see them kind of start their process.
And Julian, talk a little bit. I know you talk about Emmanwori, but just just guiding these rookies through their first camp, just like as a vet, how important is it to share what you've learned through your career, helping these guys get better?
Yeah. I mean, I've been lucky to have some really good vets and mentors in my kind of career that just, kind of changed everything for me. And so I'm trying to be that for him, just trying to be a resource for him. Any question he can ask. I know Spoon is trying to be that for him, as well as the other guys in the secondary. Because, like I said, we need him. Like, it's not a thing of he's a rookie, we're going to be on him a ton. Like, we're going to be on him, but it's all in the effort to just help him get better and just be the best player he can be. I don't know. That's what's special about this room. It's not just like talk. It's everyone, we might get a little chippy in the room, inside the room, behind closed doors. But when we're out here, we have each other's backs, and we just want everybody to succeed.
So he needs to cover tight ends downfield. What does Elijah Oriole downhill look to you, and what does that kind of seem like out here?
It's a great switch up to, I think, what we've had here. He presents, a good skill set of just kind of, some receiver traits, mixing a tight end body. So it's exciting. It's exciting to get new looks, and I think he has a lot to learn and grow from. And I like Elijah. I think he's I said that Nick's incredibly humble, but Elijah is he asks questions. He talks about even if after a play, I'm covering him, somebody's covering him, what the situation was, leverage-wise. He's just in tune with trying to figure out, being a pro. And so I think the sky's the limit for him, and it's exciting to see him every day.
Jaxon sort of gets pigeonholed sometimes as like a slot guy, but you've seen him make plays from the outside side of the
Yeah.
What can you say about his ability to do that as opposed to just underneath slot type stuff?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't categorize him as just a slot receiver. He's, I think, one of the best receivers in the league. I think he has every skill set that you need to be a top-end receiver in this league. Speed, route running, catch radius, yards after catch. Like, he has everything checked off. And so I can't speak high enough about Jax. He works hard. He gets after. He has a little chip on his shoulder. So I don't know. I hope he gets the recognition that is warranted this early in his career.
Julian, can you
like for defenses defending him and Cooper Kupp?
It's gonna be interesting because Coop just has every trick of the trade. Obviously, he's been a high-level player in this league, and Jax is on his way up as well. It's gonna be fun to watch him. I mean, going against those guys, they both don't talk much on the field, and as you know, the defense talks a lot. But they're just all about action, which we love and we appreciate. And so I think what's the nickname that's been coined going around? Blackjack. I like it. I think they're going to be pretty good this year.
In a poll of executive scouts, coaches, you were voted the top 10 safety. I think you were number 10. Does that mean anything to you?
Who voted for you again? My bad.
It was in a poll of executives, coaches, and scouts done by ESPN. You were number 10.
Yeah, that's a rare thing. I feel like you don't see my name on too many lists, even though I feel like my play warrants it. I don't know. I'm just trying to be the best safety in this league, best defensive player in this league. I'm just chipping away each day, and recognition or not, I just try to approach it the same way. But yeah, I mean, the past few years, I feel like I've operated at a really high, consistent level. So I appreciate that. That's pretty cool.
Separately, as the PA rep, did you have any reaction to any controversy with Lloyd Howard?
It's a lot going on, and we're dealing with a lot of that internally. I can't speak on it right now too much, but I know right now a lot of us are hard at work to try to figure out next steps in all the NFLPA stuff.
Regardless of who it is, what would you just like to see from the next leader of the league?
We'll keep that under wraps for now. I think our process is really detailed right now. I don't want to say anything that I don't want to put anything out there right now.
Did you sense anything different about Mike in year two, just like whether it's being more comfortable or just like knowing you guys better? Does this feel any different?
It does. It's tough. I mean, when the culture was so strong in previous years here, Mike said the term, like, we're getting in at the ground level. You're getting in on the ground floor of the new Seahawks culture, embodying everything the community, the fans bring in, the history of the team, but just the style of how we're going to do it now, which I thought was pretty exciting. It's just, there's a lot of stuff that's thrown out there in meetings and all that stuff, and that one phrase caught me because we're just trying to build a different standard, different culture here. It's going to be operated differently. I think you guys can tell probably a little bit. So he's settling in that role, and I think we're shifting in a great direction.
Julian, how do you build? How do you build a new culture without disrespecting the past and what it was that was there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it is a great place because you have a lot of the past and the culture, at practice every day. I've been talking to some of the LOB guys, and they're going to be here next week. They're going to be out at practice, and so it's not like ever, we're turning our back. We're closing the door on what it was. I think we always need to honor that because that's what built this franchise, to be in this new kind of silver age of football. But we want to be something new, something that wants to be Mike. Mike's the head coach for a reason. I think he's just trying to build it his way, and so.
Going back to the work ethic, you just talked about going and doing your own business, doing your thing, and not worrying about whether in the top 10. Seems like that exemplifies that DB room that you're a leader of.
Yeah, it's a really cool culture. I think Carl Scott helped kind of foster. Is like we all want to be the best. We all want to be have all the accolades you can think of, but it's not in a selfish. It's not in a over the top egotistical way. Like we all have ego. We have a lot of ego in that room, but I think that kind of the goal of us is bigger than the goal of kind of me, and so it's hard to. I don't know how you can create that. It's come pretty natural, and I'm really proud and happy to be part of this secondary room.
Julian, your guy back there, Coby Bryant, is talking to us about competition.
Yeah.
Of course, this is the last year of his deal. How do you see him approaching things right now? Where is he in his mentality and his game?
Coby, dude has a chip on his shoulder. I mean, that guy. I think I've said this before, but kind of like Michael Jordan making everything personal in that documentary. That's Coby every day. If you slight him, if you talk about him a certain way, that's fuel to his fire, and that's what that's what gets him going. And so Coby, I mean, similar path to me, played multiple positions kind of past bunch of years, and he settled in to be kind of a rock for us. And it's exciting to see him just be a leader and definitely a playmaker. I think when Coby's on the field, he's going to be around the ball. That's just been the nature of his game the past 6-7 years, even dating back to college.
When they drafted Emmanwori so high, when they drafted Emmanwori so high, did you guys talk about, hey, this is a challenge? We bring him in and we develop a rookie, sure.
Yeah.
But if you're going to draft a guy that high straight up, he's probably got a future here. So is there a balancing act you think Coby's that you guys are doing with that?
It is a balancing act. I think I've been in situations like that before, and it can be uncomfortable. But from the jump, everyone kind of communicated with us what the plan was and kind of how we were operating, and so we kind of knew what time it was. And so there was never a situation where we're like, not giving him the best of us just because he's our position. It's just we're trying to do this thing together, and the chips fall as they may. When you're on the field, you just got to perform at your best. I think my insight of my past has helped that for our kind of room in our situation. If you play good ball, good things are going to happen for you. And so.
Was that from the personnel GM side, the coach's side?
I would say on the coach's side. Yeah.
Julian, communication.
You've done that move of going from corner to being more of a safety throughout your career. Watching Coby do it last year, what was it like for you seeing him kind of develop it and kind of? He said there was a point where it definitely locked in, like, oh, this is where I need to be, this is where I'm meant to be and be a safety. How did you kind of see that manifest itself and how he kind of grew into that position?
Yeah, I mean, thankfully, 2 years ago, I'll go back a little bit further. He was transitioning. Obviously, I was like the third safety at the time, so he was even, getting some reps safety. And the biggest difference for corner to safety is like the spatial awareness. Obviously, you're a little deeper. You're just a different kind of focus. Center of the field type of mindset. And so, I saw him take a jump from learning that to last year. And I got to a point last year where I was just vouching for him to get on the field. Like, regardless of if he's, detailed in the technique of playing safety, he's a ball player. I think we got to put ball players on the field. And so now he's detailed in his work and all that stuff, but that core of who he is, I think got him to this spot. And so I know he'll be successful because the ball's around, Coby's going to be around it. So I can't speak high enough about him because that's my guy.
Did you say Blackjack is the nickname for
the I think so. I don't know. I think 10 and 11, yeah. Pretty good. I mean, if it's not coined or trademarked, that's me.
Julian, apologies for the touchy subject, but asking around about the NFL office's shooting, if you had any thoughts or comments on the matter.
Yeah, I saw that. First thought is regards to, and prayers out to all the families affected. I saw that a few people passed, and it's very sad. It's a very sad situation. I don't know too many details about it, but just, prayers out to all people affected in that situation.
Anything else, guys?
Thank you guys. Appreciate you.